So, how many of you, I want to see a show of hands, are using your external timer that we provided for you? I don't see any hands up. So that's why we're going to discuss this, because I really want to encourage you to use this. The reason that we have provided this for you is it would have cost thousands of dollars for us to have a built-in timer put into the diffuser. And the timer that I'm talking about is for how long the diffuser will run for. You don't want it to run for longer than a half an hour. So if you were to set the timer for 5 minutes on and 5 minutes off for 3 rounds, that is 30 minutes. You don't want to fall asleep in the aroma dome for hours while your diffuser is going on and off every 5 minutes, because that's going to be way too much for anybody. Okay, so let's talk about this little external timer. And what this is you will plug this into the wall before you go into the aroma dome. Okay, and then you're going to plug the end of the diffuser plug right into the bottom right here. Okay, and push that all the way in like that. So this will be in the wall. And right here you'll see a bunch of numbers. The white area is for during the day and the dark area is for nighttime, AM and PM. And there's a little gizmo right here, this little switch, and it says timer on. So you want to set it to timer on. And then right here it says time now. So right now it's at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, but it's really 8 o'clock at night. So I'm going to just turn this knob so that this little arrow lines up with 8 o'clock. Now I'm ready to go in my aroma dome for a 30-minute session. And I'm going to pull this little pin out. These are all little pins that pull out, you can see, and push back in. And I'm going to set it for 8 o'clock and pull that out. Okay, and then the one right next to it is going to be for half an hour. So I have these two pulled out right here, 8 and 8:30. So now it's not going to run any more than a half an hour. And that's for your safety and for your enjoyment, and so you don't have to worry about falling asleep in there. Okay, so please, if you are not using this, we really recommend for you to pull it out and to start using it. Because if nobody is monitoring you and you're alone and you're doing your own sessions, you got to think of safety first. Okay, so that's this timer. Now we're going to go to the timer on the Whisperer. Okay, this button right here in the center is the power switch to turn it on and off. And it also determines the outpour of the oils. So you can put it up just a little bit and your outpour of oils is going to be just slight. I prefer personally to turn it all the way up to have the maximum benefit of the aroma dome session. But if I have a young child in there, if I have somebody who's really sick, somebody who's brand new to the oils, or somebody that's really overly toxic, I am going to turn it down. Okay, and I'm going to monitor each different situation, each different client that I have or friend in the aroma dome, depending on what's going on with them and what state they're in. Okay, so now I'll just turn it all the way up, and so that's your on and off. There's nothing you have to do with that once it's turned on. And this button is for how long you want it on. So I'm going to set it for 5 minutes on. You'll see a 5 minute right here. It goes 5, 10, 15, 20. So I'll set it for 5 minutes on. And this is your off button. And I'm going to set it for 5 minutes off. Okay? Now, let's say I have a young child in there. I might only want to do 1 minute on or 2 minutes on and maybe just 1 minute off or 2 minutes off. Okay, so, and then you have somebody who's been using the oils forever, they're pretty healthy, they're using the aroma dome for manifestation, and I am going to set it for 5 minutes on and 5 minutes off. I really don't do it any more than that because it's really concentrated in the aroma dome, the oils, so much more than when you're just taking a drop or two and breathing it in. It's a concentrated amount in an enclosed environment while you're breathing, so 5 minutes is plenty. Okay, so that's the whole deal with the timers, and I hope that this helps you.